team trying to provide an answer here in New Orleans. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesar Superdome. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Dable and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting their first-round pick.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Dart starting with a pass here. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Dart out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
The Saints add a fifth defensive back here. Third down coming up. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's got it. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On is Jude McAtomney now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McAtomney all set now for the kickoff. Valus Jones now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the 2nd-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It was a tough season, Kate, in New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a 5th-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured, and now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They bring the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. In motion right is Cooks. From the gun, Rattler. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. Big man showing up the yards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game, but starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Going play action with Dart. That pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
A give to Tracy up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Tracy once more. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. You know, have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go right back to Tracy. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Has it at the 7. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants break the tie here in the 1st. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Mikitomney to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Mikitomney all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Rattler to the air now. It's on target to Johnson. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Counter give to Kamara. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. The Giants in control so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On third down, here's Rattler. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Groupie sends it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Here's start now. Oh, look at this, here he goes. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, Pierce Dart. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I guarantee you QB wants that throw back. I know most are perfectionists, and when it's caught just a bit out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Back to throw, here's Dart. He loses the football! Oh, heads-up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's running for it. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
He's got time here, and he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Trying the right side with Tracy. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Dart out of the shotgun. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
4th down, and on comes the Irishman, June Mikatomney, for the Giants field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Mikatomney all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Jukes one defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Rattler now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Another try following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rattler. Rolling left, buying some time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They bring their tight end left. Now Rattler on the play fake. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Give on second to Kamara. Dukes out a one-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
They'll send their tight end right. First down, and they go right back to it. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Miller. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Rattler. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10. Here's Dart. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Saints and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And he's got a free play here. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We've got a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Rattler. He takes it himself. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that 1st down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's a give inside to Camaro. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Going to keep this one and go. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running behind center with Camaro. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints could break this tie for a halftime lead. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. This one's gone. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The Giants using their 1st timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kamara. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Rattler back to throw. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Rattler. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Now Rattler. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This from just 23 yards away. Grupe sends it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. The tight end going in motion right. Shotgun snap to Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Rattler setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Rattler to the air now. He's going to tuck it and run. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Dropped by the first defender taken in this year's NFL draft. That was Abdul Carter.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Now he takes it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now a run with Kamara. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Kamara gets it on the draw. The second down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing from the gun here. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Motioning left is their running back. He's back to throw. Rather's hit, the ball's out. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense all set to get started. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. A give to Tracy up the middle. To the defender. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Tracy once more. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has it in close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And in, touchdown, New York! The Giants bring the game back to level. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Point after for Mickatomney is up and good. And the Giants take the lead on that successful kick. Mickatomney all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Saints to the line now. First and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. From the 36. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Let's see what they went with on third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. New York to the line. First and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. Steps up and he's running with it. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Second and 3 now. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Third down now. Here's Darts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Screen here for Kamara. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Rattler. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
He's got it at the 24. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Finds the in route complete. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
A handoff to Tracy. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Tracy. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Tracy on 1st and goal. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play, still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. Jump off, caught by his back. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead to 7. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. And I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Mickey to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead to 8. Mikatami all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes a defender. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On the gun, Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Another try following the sack. He's keeping it. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. It is Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Lofts it deep right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dart setting in to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, here's Dart. Too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now Rattler. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Oh, he's going for it again. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rattler back to throw. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Rattlers hit, the ball's out. And it looks like the Giants got to that one.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Now here comes the New York offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
They put a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, it's Tracy. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
On play action with Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Saints with 6 DBs out there. We've got a dime look for them on third down. Darts back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On comes Jude Mikatomney for a pretty important kick. This one from 42 yards out. Mikatomney's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Mikatomney all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Jukes one defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Saints offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here's a give inside to Camaro. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Here's Rattler, first and 10. We've got a screen to the running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Running behind center with Camaro. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
A tight end in motion now. Here's Rattler. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Now motion him out of the backfield. The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Snap should come quicker here. It is second and 10 after the penalty. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Rattler setting the throw. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt. They send the tight end in motion. He's throwing for it! And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here comes Olszewski. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Jukes out a one-stop, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. Has another lane. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Now Dart's going to the air. He brings it in. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. On comes Jude Mikatomney for a pretty important kick. A very short kick here from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Mikatomney all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Juke the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints trail by 6. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. And underneath, it's Kamara. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. Cut out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A run now with Kamara. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Throwing now. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New Orleans.